Go. Sorry about that. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, that's me. Good. There. Device ready for use. It was my microphone. Okay, let's do it. Let's not waste any more time. We're gonna go for Google Chrome. Let's see how many participants we have today. So today we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Snake. Haha. 60. All right, cool. Only 60. That's good. That's good. So let's get right on it to see what grabs my attention from a capsule perspective. And let's do a data drift. I think that this pops up really nice, but it doesn't say much, the name. Data drift. That doesn't say much, so it doesn't really sell anything. Meaning of flower. It pops up, it's a bit busy. It does pops up, but the name says nothing. And the flower, what am I? A flower? Is a flower simulator? I don't know. The farmer chicken. Well, this is a bit too busy, so I'm just gonna be a little bit brutal as always. It really has to stand out, and it has to be outstanding work for me to decide to go in there. Um, this grabbed my attention, Blight Light, I must say, but it looks a bit horror. Meh, it's not necessarily great. Among Us 3D, fairly good job, but still it's a bit dark. They could have done better, I think. Air Fleet doesn't say much. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes I'm just go too brutal on this, and then I have nothing to add there. The Expedition. This grabbed my attention, but it's not very intriguing, is it? It's not really. It doesn't make you um doesn't tell much of a story. www Unlock Pack UK Nation. Hmm. A bit busy. We might not put anything here for today from just looking at the capsules. Fortune Paradox. It pops up, but the name doesn't say much. The Monster Breeder. This has something, you see? This has something. The name is interesting. There's a monster here. It pops up. Maybe the letters doesn't read. They're not, they could pop better, but you can still see them. It seems like a pretty premium game, and we're gonna give it a chance. So I'm gonna use my little tool here. There, the Monster Breeder. I'm gonna needs to be a little bit more open there. Perfect. The Monster Breeder is the first participant of our competition. Boom. There. The Monster Breeder. Then let's continue. So, do we have more? Yes. The eye sort of pops, but it doesn't tell you much about the game. Makin, it sort of pops, but it doesn't say much about. I mean, it doesn't say much about the game, and this could be like a canon or something. So it's hard to tell. Let's continue. Dark Deep, Trench Tales. I would have liked to see this a bit more. Like, what is this about? this character, right? It is sort of intriguing, but still the character, man. Show me the character. Who is this person? I don't even know what kind of person it is. So, no. Uh, Meow Time Machine Van Gogh. Hmm. And then most of this is a bit odd. But you know what? I'm gonna give Van Gogh, Meow Time Machine Van Gogh a go because I think that this is well executed. I don't think. And Savara could be good as well. I think they did the job right. You have a little sword there, so it has to do something with a sword. Uh, maybe something like how to say it, a little bit Nordic or Viking-like or Middle Ages or something there, and it really pops. And it has positive, you know, good reviews. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's give it to let's give it to Savara because it does grab your attention, the capsule, and at this stage, when you're in capsule world, probably that's perhaps the most important thing. And then Bangkok, I think that I can expect. I know what kind of game I can expect there. A game that is not right for the platform, and for uh, maybe better for mobile. But let's give it a go because it just pops. You can see the guy. You might like him or not. Is Bangkok, and they're talking about a time machine. Cats are involved. People who love cats really love cats. So then let's give it to them. Cool. I think my audio feedback, my monitor is on the wrong setting. There you go. Boom. Perfect. Now it's on the right setting. Let's go there to my monitor as well. There. Right. Good. Perfect. And let's move this bad boy to the side. Cool. All right. So now this is the time when we go to Perplexity and we ask, what are the most anticipated games of today? So let's make this bad boy big and let's go and write in what are what? Let's say where the most anticipated DLCs and games on Steam for yesterday, 6th of May, yeah, 2025. Oh, it came back 2028 in my brain. Anyway, 2025, let's do it. Boom. That's what Perplexity has to say about this. Artificial intelligence, why so slow? Among Us 3D. Okay, cool. Metal Eden, Captain Blood. Around this date. No, I just care about these three. We saw Among Us. We just didn't price it. We didn't reward it because it wasn't amazing, the strategies that they used for the capsule. But hey, let's give them a second chance. We knew, we knew it was going to come up. So anyway, Among Us is it was all dark and it's kind of like a thin drawing. It was okay. It's a good capsule. Let's give it to them. All right, cool. Among Us 3D, and let's take Uh, Screen grab of their key art is not the most fantastic looking key art around, but it does the job for them. It's such a big brand already. Cool. Then the other one is Metal Eden. Metal Eden. Metal Eden. That is off. Let's put it on pause. That looks good, I think. Oh, there. The key art is a bit confusing, isn't it? Doesn't say much because it's saying too much. You know, there's so much going on that nothing really pops up. And I think that you need something to pop up. You need something that drives most of the emotion that you want to achieve in your audience. So, yeah, that. Cool. And the other game is Captain Blood. Ah, wait a second. Metal Eden has not been released yet. Wait. Is that the demo? 8th of April. No, Metal Eden was not released yet. And that was a demo. So, no. Goodbye, Metal Eden. You're out. And the other one was Captain Blood, correct? Captain Blood. Yeah, 6th of May. That's yesterday. I love it. Okay, cool. That looks like a nice, fun game. Not sure if it's a contestant for the best trailer of the best key art of the day, but it's an interesting key art. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's if it's the contestant. But let's give it a chance, right? Let's not kill it too soon. Boom. Captain Blood. There. Cool. So let's go to the Monster Breeder, Savara, Van Gogh, Among Us 3D, Captain Blood. Let's do it. Let's start with Captain Blood since we're at it. So screenshots. I like it. I like it that it's with pirates. I'm into pirates. No, it's not that I'm into pirates. This thing gets me going. And I wouldn't mind fighting those big fellas. Cannons, sword fights. I think the screenshots are really cool. I think the screenshots are very good, that they show you a lot of the style and the different combats you're going to be having. I love it. Cool. Then let's look at the copy. Captain Blood is a pirate-themed action game where you play as a fearsome pirate seeking gold and glory. Expect adventures with cannon firing, pistol shooting, swashbuckling sword fights, and plenty of pirate shenanigans. This hacks and slash features fierce combat, hordes of enemies, and flashy combos. Cool. Excellent. Captain Blood is a pirate-themed action game. You play as a fearsome pirate seeking gold and glory. Expect adventures with cannon firing, pistol shooting, swashbuckling, sword fights, and plenty of pirate shenanigans. This hack and slash features fierce combat, hordes of enemies, and flashy combos. I don't know. Is it me reading really bad, or is this a little bit confusing? Hard to read this last part. Anyway, Seawolf Studio, General Arcade, and Sneg. Let's look at the trailer, shall we?
There are also pirates who kidnap their lord's daughter who needs rescue.
Why? Let's start again. Let's start again.
England and Spain are at war. There are also pirates who kidnap their lord's daughter who needs rescue. Blah, blah, blah.
1,000 gold coins for her safe return.
50,000.
Don't do it for England. Do it for good. Who knew that rescuing her would release a whole shipload of trouble? Embark on an epic adventure where you can learn new languages, make friends, play with toy ships. Is this the right script? In a historically accurate cannon-firing, pistol-shooting, bare-knuckle beat-down pirate game that was lost at sea for years. Captain Blood. Oh, and a villain who drinks green stuff to gain ass-kicking power. Oh, Captain Blood. Captain Blood. Captain Blood. Ah, all right.
Okay, this is an interesting trailer. I dig it. It's a shame that it's the wishlist trailer. They should put a...
The biggest.
Welcome to Captain Blood. A hack and slash from the golden age that never quite released. A classic.
Start again.
Hack and slash. Well, a hack and slash. Quite on. Oh, that's good. This amazing man. You just want gameplay right now? Okay. Calm guns. Beware the live out.
All right. So, let's see. Am I error? YouTube not receiving. Okay. So YouTube cannot receive what I'm doing. I think it can now, right? Okay. And YouTube sees nothing. It just sees me. Okay.
Welcome to Captain Blood, a hack and slash from the Golden Age that never quite released. A classic reborn. Oh, that's clever. Betrayal.
Okay, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the trailer then. We're having issues with with our internet connection. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna continue for my own sake. And then if this video sucks, I don't want to sing it anyway. So the problem I'm having with Captain Blood, I think that the first of all is a solid launch. It's an absolute solid launch. It has great screenshots, and the key art is sort of like the key art is very coherent with the screenshots and perhaps very coherent with the trailer in terms of the uh, this whole thing is bigger than life, right? But from a comedic as well twist, with a comedic twist as well. Everything's a little bit gory and so on, and that's fun. I think that there's a thin line between comedy and silly, and I think that you know when one difference is making one thing is making a trailer that has a couple of funny moments and it makes you go like, huh, that's cool. But when you're doing the trailer as a funny piece as a whole with this trailer that basically it's really trying to be fun, it might make a good piece of content on its own if you really, really crack it as a creative, but perhaps it might not be doing enough justice to the to the piece, to the game. So I think that sometimes, creatives, we creatives have to be careful with that. With not trying, not really pushing the fun bit, the funny thing. If you have a gag or two gags, put them in. But I personally think that if you want to fill the whole trailer of gags with gags, you're doing more a favor to yourself as a creative and promoting yourself as a creative rather than promoting the game. The game will have been benefited a lot more if you were focusing more on the story, more on the fantasy than in the gags get on the way. I'm not saying don't do gags. Put a couple there, but don't make sure that they put so many that you don't put so many that then your gags, your humor, your jokes that you have to tell get on the way on selling the game. That's all. So let's go there. It's gonna be a shitty, from a technical perspective, um, um, transmission. So let's continue. So screenshots. I think the screenshots are very good. The copy. I think the copy is good. The key art is good. It's a good key art. And the trailer, I think the trailer is very good. Even though I said what I said, no, I think that the trailer is good. I was a bit tired for them to continue trying to make me laugh for a moment. So that's how I feel. Cool. Let's go to Among Us 3D. Among Us 3D, 6th of May. Let's check out the screenshots. There's some fighting with robots. It seems to be VR or something like that. Pretty cool. All right, those are the screenshots. Teamwork and betrayal in space. In this PC VR party game, crewmates work together to complete the tasks before one or more imposters kill everyone aboard. Experience all of the same deception and deceit as the original Among Us, but now in all 3 dimensions. Cool. And let's look at the trailer now. Hopefully, huh?
Here we go.
Split up.
Guess I'll just die.
Quick, split up.
Get over here. Ah, so close.
There you go. I think that I think that this is a good example of when the when you're letting the game shine, like like the other game, Captain Blood, sort of have to the other trailer, the writer, the script writer have to get on the way to make the game funny. And then here there's not more there's very few words, and those words are selling the game, but are not trying to make the game funny, right? Not trying to make it, and the trailer is funny because the game is funny, the product is funny, the product is going to make you live that. And I wonder, and I feel that in the and that's something that that separates very clearly the work that um, the work that Captain Blood tried to do or did from this one. It's like the trailer, Captain Blood, the trailer is funny. You're not really sure about the game, but here they show that the game is funny itself, you know. And maybe the Captain Blood trailer, maybe it was something else that was much that does much better. The game was something else that does much better than being funny. So yeah, but this game, this trailer really showed the game being funny, and that's the difference, right? So anyway, I think that they did a very good job in all of it. They really showed the game nicely, and I'm gonna see the trailer again.
Here we go.
Split up.
Guess I'll just die.
Quick, split up.
Get over here. Ah, so close.
I love this trailer. I love this trailer. It is great. So let's go to Among Us, and I'll say that the screenshots are very good. The copy is very good. The key art is good, and the trailer is excellent. I think it's an amazing trailer for what it does or what it's trying to achieve with their means that they have available. They do an excellent job. The game seems funny, it seems exciting, and seems intriguing. I love it. Well done. The promise is it comes across perfectly, and it just wants to make you play it. So let's go to Bangkok, the Meow Time Machine. This is okay, let's go here. Okay, it looks pretty. Maybe it's the kind of thing that you have to find the cats, right? Cat finding, or what is it? Anyway, this is an immersive hidden object puzzle game that takes you through time and space to explore the tumultuous artistic life of post-impressionist master Vincent van Gogh. Let's look at the trailer. Okay, awful trailer. Yeah, this is the kind of game, right? That it comes, they put it on Steam, but it will be a lot more suitable for mobile. So yeah, those games, I like to just get rid of them. Savara. Let's go for Savara. 6th of May. Cool. Let's look at the screenshots first. They look interesting in a good way, I mean. I like the art. Looks like turn-based or strategy. Change your weapon, your combat attacks. Yeah, there you go. Some inventory. Interesting graphic style. All right, cool. So in this colorful action roguelite, participate in festivities organized for the pleasure of the warrior god. Equip your best weapons, prove your valor against powerful monsters, and permanently engrave your name in history. It doesn't really tell you who you are or anything. That's a shame. And here you can't really tell who you are either, right? There is little introduction to maybe you're this guy? Are you that guy? I don't know. Hard to tell. Or are you this girl? Or can you choose who you are? I guess we'll find out on the trailer. Maybe you're that guy. I don't know. Let's see.
Thinking has never made anyone strong. This is my dimension, my festival. What matters is that you fight.
All right, it's my time. They'll see.
Try again.
This isn't over.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
I won't give up.
Unlike the others, I practice something called reading.
This is gonna hurt.
Think you'll impress me this time? Good luck.
You're looking fit. Good luck on your next attempt.
Divine intervention. I can help too.
You thought you were special? This place isn't meant for you.
It's gonna take more than that to keep me entertained.
Cool. I think that the trailer is good. It's a little bit too long. It's 1 minute 45 seconds. I think that they would have had a much stronger trailer with 45 seconds or 50 seconds long trailer, and it will have, because we had so much of very similar gameplay, of very similar battling. So maybe a minute, if you want to put the long introduction at the beginning, which I thought it helped, the one that she dies over and over. Uh, but but then when there was just I think that it was like a minute of very similar gameplay, 40 seconds, that you could move that away, and you will have ended up with a trailer that has a much more impact. When the trailer drags on with the similar things over and over, it just becomes it just drags on and becomes a little bit boring. And then when you actually give the big shot at the end, you were already on your way out, and then you didn't achieve, you can't achieve the impact that you wanted to achieve on your audience, which is one thing, like, wow, you're giving them this, oh, I want to see more, or wow, that was a strong trailer. So yeah, so that's my only point on that. But it looks like a decent game, and the trailer was not bad. In this Call for Action roguelite, participate in the festivities organized for the pleasure of the warrior god, equip your best weapons, prove your valor against powerful monsters, and permanently engrave your name in history. Yeah, and I like the action in the game, so on the trailer. So it's a decent, and I don't mind the key art either. I don't mind the key art. So I'm gonna take that one offside as well, and I'm gonna change it. So I would say that the screenshots were good, were decent. The copy, opa, the copy was good. The key art, I think, is very good. The key art, and I would say that the trailer was good. It was a bit long. Shame. Otherwise, it would have been very good. So good job for Savara. And let's go for the last game, which is the Monster Breeder. I'm intrigued about it. Let's see how it goes. The Monster Breeder. Okay, let's see. These are the you got some these creatures, turn-based strategy, a lot of magic, and little beasts. So this dark fantasy. Um, and let's go watch this. Oh no, wait. Turn-based fantasy. Ah, look at that key art. That's nice. I like that key art. I think this is really nice. Very positive. And I think that they did a good job as well on the strategy because the key art, the capsule was different and interesting, and now you get a good key art when you go in. So the story expands, right? Okay, so turn-based fantasy gladiatorial game with monster breeding. Crossbreed various species to create monster hybrids for gladiatorial combat. Manipulate creatures' traits with surgery, magic, and alchemy. Manage your enterprise, craft items, and upgrade your base. Fight in the arena for gold and glory. Nice. Fantasy creations. I like it. Cool. And let's look at their trailer, gameplay trailer. This gladiatorial combat keeps coming. It's a very complicated word. We can make it simpler. What a shame. What a shame. I think that they could have made this trailer so much more exciting using the same amount of money they used by using a different music and by putting the captions in the right place and letting them stand alone like the screenshots sorry the end board stands alone. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. And the game, it could have benefit from a from a faster cat, faster music, and faster cat, faster music, and shorter trailer. And what that is a real shame. Uh, if I was talking to Fantasy Creations today, face to face, I would recommend them to redo the trailer because they have very positive reviews and they have a decent game for what it seems. So it calls for a post launch campaign. And the post launch campaign, all you need to do is to re-edit this very trailer with different music and putting the captions in the right places and making the trailer a lot shorter. And you will have something a lot more exciting. The key art is lovely. And the game seems interesting. The promise is interesting, but the trailer makes the game look slow, and that's a real shame. So do that, Fantasy Creations, and you will be grand. All right, cool. So let's go to the scores. So the screenshots are regular. They're nothing out of this world. The copy is okay, regular. The key art is great. I love the key art, very good. And the trailer is a bad trailer. I'm sorry. So yeah. So that is where we are. And this is the time when we decide which one has the best key art, which one has the best trailer, and which one has the best launch as a whole. When it comes to the key art, I think that Monster Breeder is my kind of key art. And I will grant Monster Breeder, the Monster Breeder, that very that very award, the Monster Breeder, for the best key art. They did a good job here, and it makes the game look very exciting. The best trailer by far, without a doubt, to me is the one from Among Us 3D. Amazing trailer, very simple, loads of gameplay, and still really, really exciting and funny. And they have not said a word. The word that you hear on that trailer is basically the word of the players, right? But there's no VO, and still the trailer is super funny. So very, very, very good execution. And I would say that because of that, I would say that the best launch of today, the copy, screenshots, and the trailer, the best launch